I think that the language in the mock advertising campaign is very good at being catchy and just real enough that you kind of get sucked in before you realize that you're being made fun of.
I've been coming to Jesse's Deli for 11 years for breakfast sandwiches. At one point I'd walked by and then noticed that there was a petition going for the deli. The landlord had raised the rent by 2.5 times.
The petition came about when the neighbors and the customers found out that we are losing our lease, and they decided to have a petition and send a letter to the landlady that owns the building.
At the time I sent out an email message to a few friends saying, look, we should do something to stop this.
We put our heads together and we thought maybe we'll create this poster campaign where we show all the products in Jesse's store but raise the price by 2.5 times, just like the rent is being raised 2.5 times.
Then we came up with the idea of branding all the items that are 2.5 times the price as artisanal in order to justify the cost.
Barnyard scent country deodorant, very gamey. We have the slow-cooked vintage breakfast sandwich, seasonal AA battery medley, the foaming goose fat beard paste, which Doug didn't use this morning.
Oh, it's true.
For $14.99.
It had created an atmosphere of unbelievable support.
It really shows what this means. What the rent increase means. It would mean that this stuff would cost 2.5 times as much.
It's one thing to petition the individual landlord, but this is happening all across the city. There, every month there are thousands of, or hundreds at least, of local businesses like this that are going out. We wanted to get a discussion around this, and that a lot of people want to keep it as members of the community. A lot of people move to neighborhoods like this to be close to community businesses like this, but we somehow just accept that market forces can drive them out, so we wanted to kind of get a discussion around that going. My background is in advertising, and Tommy and I are used to doing a lot of big, let's call them publicity stunts on behalf of big billion-dollar companies, and thought, okay, this would be an interesting thing to be able to help out these guys who are part of our community, and wanted to apply some of the same principles to that. So how do we get Jesse's plight into the national discourse and start getting discussion around that.
The fight continues to save a Brooklyn deli from being pushed out of its neighborhood because of a proposed rent increase.
Decided to raise his prices by 2.5 times, although it's for such products as artisanal roach bombs.
Hopefully it'll help out other mom and pop stores down the line in New York. Maybe we have some legislation or something to help out the small business owners.
We learned that there's a Small Business Job Protections Act that people have been struggling to get attention for that for a long time. So what we're hoping is that this gets the act onto the city agenda and gets people to take it seriously. Talking it over with Jesse and with the people there, what they wanted to do is make this about kind of a bigger issue and how can we help other small independent businesses on that side.
Well, we plan to stay as long as we can through legal means. I've been here since 1989, so it's basically about 25, 26 years. The neighborhood needs us, and they don't want us to leave, so we're trying to extend our stay as much as possible.